So this challenge, you have a rope course behind you. As you can see, you'll see blue/green, as well as orange/red puzzle pieces of wood. What you're gonna do, the Marva tribe, you will start over there where you see a few pieces on the ground. Don't touch those, but you'll start there. 4 of you will start there, 1 of you will be on the puzzle. Same with Kino, 4 of you will start over there where you see the blue puzzle pieces, 1 of you will be on the puzzle. You'll have a rope, belt, and a carabiner on it. What you're gonna do is 1 at a time. You will start at your starting location and head into the course. To traverse the course, when you hit a tree, you need to unclip, go around the tree, and re-clip in. You can't progress along the line unless you're clipped into the course with the carabiner. So it's up to you which puzzle piece you get first. But every tree in the course, there are 10 of them, has 1 puzzle piece for each tribe member. For each tribe. Once you grab the puzzle piece, you need to bring it back to the rest of the pile. And then once you drop it off, the next person can go onto the course. If you look at the course, there's lots of ways to get everywhere. It's kind of a maze in there a little bit. There's lots of options, and every tree that you hit will have several options to go from there. So it's less about finding the pieces and more about the efficiency of your run. Once I will make sure it's clear, I will say it, not your tribe. So if you're on the puzzle, I don't care what your tribe says, don't move. Just stay at this table. When I say you're good, you run to your tribe's starting location and grab the puzzle pieces, bring them to your table, and you will lay the wooden slats of wood out in a pattern that will be obvious to you when you get them. And I'll be watching to make sure you solve the puzzle. If you break the rules of the rope course, meaning you unclip and you walk forward a bunch of stuff before you clip back in, I will have you stand there for a 30-second pause. If 2 people come head to head, both of you unclip, go around each other, and then reclip it immediately. If you're going head to head, you both unclip, go around, reclip. Make sense? Tie your belts around yourselves, unless you're not going to be on. If you're on the puzzle, then you don't need to have a belt, I guess. So figure out who's on the puzzle.
So you want to do the puzzle? You want to run?
I mean, I'm going to run and grab all the pieces.
Oh, wait, is it not?
You can't
get 1 piece at a time? Is that accurate? Do we have to say clip the whole time, or just till we get to our puzzle piece?
You clip the whole, only time you come unclip is to get around a tree.
Okay, even to the end.
You can keep firm.
So you stay clipped to the puzzle pieces.
And only 1 puzzle piece.
So does that puzzle come all the way back to the starting point?
Yeah.
This one's about who can run faster. I'm a fast runner.
So, who's faster between you? All we need to know is who's doing the puzzle. Do you want to do the puzzle?
If you guys are okay, yeah.
Do you want to run or you want to?
I won't be a good runner.
You've had to do them all.
Okay. Yeah. If you
I
guys are fine. I just don't want you to think like, oh, she's tapping out on all of that. But like genuinely, I will be better.
As long as you're fine with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I am not athletic.
One of each start, just make sure they don't do these things. You're okay.
I'm stuck!
up, Marva! 3 for Keno. Small lead for Keno.
See that golf strut, Josh?
3 for Marva. Abby's not far behind. Marva has a small lead now. There's Abby back to 6. Both teams have 4 remaining. Both have 4 left, I'm pretty sure. Parker got 1. You both have 3 left, buddy. Parker got 1. And here comes Jay. Giving it his all. Come in. Both tribes have 3 left.
Rebecca, point out which tree.
The one you're just past.
Where's the other 2?
That right there.
Okay.
And the first one.
And here comes Josh.
And that
Keno now with a small advantage. You have 2 left. Here comes Erica right behind.
There you go.
And there's Marva. Trying again.
You got it, Carson. It's right here. Okay. First tree. Okay.
Marva's ahead. 1 left. 1 advantage, Marva. And here comes Keith coming back. Yeah. Only Rebecca. Everyone go away. Go away. Go away.
I have no idea what it's supposed to do.
Come on. Come on, Rebecca.
What is this, man?
Puzzle changed from last year. It's not the
I
same
know.
thing.
I was like, here.
Rebecca thought, oh, dude, I did it last year. Oh, it's different. Uh-oh. If I don't feel like you guys are progressing in a few minutes, I'm going to give you the word in the middle.
I'm doing this totally wrong, and this book right here. Yeah, he's probably watching it.
Less than a minute before I give you the word.
Okay. I'm trying to think of how it's Survivor related. Oh. Okay.
I have no idea at all.
All right, the word is immunity.
Yeah,
The
I'm.
word in the middle is immunity. Immunity, which you will win if you solve the puzzle first.
Dude, my back is killing me right now.
That's about it. Guys, I'm an English teacher. This should be easy.
Cameron thinks he has made some good progress. So is Rebecca. They both have several letters laid out. Look at the word and the pattern around the word. The pattern around the word matters as well. Rebecca has 8 pieces laid out. Are they right? Cameron has 8 laid out, but are they right? That's the big question.
I can't tell if these lines are matching up or what. I don't even know what letter that is. I want to talk to whoever made these afterwards.
You're looking at her?
Oh, okay, never mind. Help me out here.
You could also have them flipped around. You could have them flipped around. Think about that too.
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Ah, I just messed it up. Why are these puzzles always so hard? Just counting on the fact that Cameron didn't go to a great public school. But neither did I.
Bruh. June. That's not right.
Look at the pattern around the words. It should all line up really well.
Yep.
If it does not line up, it's not right. I honestly can't tell who's ahead. Both people are making good progress.
That's not. Nope, that's not right either. I'm so
Rebecca's
close.
really close, but Cameron's not far behind. Go, Rebecca, you got it. Here's your pattern.
Nope. I don't like having everybody around me. This... Thank you. I just need a little bit of. Got it.
Marva wins immunity! Rebecca finished it off.
Good job.
Let's go!
Immunity.
Marva wins immunity. Marva, come get it. There we go. Congratulations again. Back to back. All right, guys, go ahead and head out to your tribal locations. Get something to eat or drink.
Like 10 seconds isn't anything. Even the 30 seconds is hardly anything. And like, so like say even like we had like our fastest 4 people doing that, and we finished 20 seconds ahead of them instead of 5 or 10 behind them. Like it's not really it's not huge in the grand scheme of a 5-minute.
Yeah.
I think at this point, we have to do everything as efficient as possible because we don't know what we don't know. We don't know how that's going to affect us. Like, so at this point, I don't know. I guess I lost. We had 2 upside down, and then whatever. But some of the puzzle pieces. This doesn't matter about the moving forward. But I forgot what I was going to say now about the. What do you guys want to do? It's definitely not in your hand. Like is she inside?
That's part of the game. She wants to be in there. She knows we're out here. She knows we got 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm not being mean.
No, I'm not.
And we have to talk sometime. I think that's a good option, as long as Stephanie is a good option, as long as moving forward we're going to have a park.
I think it kind of shows we're out here, she's inside. So if she were to win her, I'd probably be like,
They picked me out.
They did?
No.
Okay, you heard us leave it. Leave the door.
I heard you guys leaving. I was like, I sat there. I was like, well, maybe I'll just let them talk. It's fine. We're just over each other. Ourselves.
well, here's the other
That
thing.
would be so fun.
We need to be better about if you feel confident about something, you step out and just say it. Because we're doing a lot of, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I feel like if you ask that a lot, you kind of want to do it. So it's just if you feel confident and you have
So do we
skill
make
set.
this one just for this next voting?
Yeah.
Do we make this unanimous?
Immediately when we see
Like,
the next
no,
challenge,
like-
we need to.
Like it needs to be all in, or gotta figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, if she feels threatened, she may come to you and ask you for your idol.
Can you change idols like that?
Yeah, you can play idol for
on other
TBL.
people.
Oh, okay.
So who are we gonna tell her we're voting for? We're voting for her.
We need to tell her that I have an idol.
She knows you have an idol.
Well, that you can mention it though.
But you have to play it before the vote, right?
I mean, if you
You
guys.
play it, I think, you play it after the vote,
But
before the count.
Okay.
Yeah.
If she asks, you can tell her.
Well, if she asks you to play your idol, you can say yes as well and then or you can, whatever you wanna do.
So let's just say, like, let's go for Stephanie. If she asks and you guys are all together, you can vote for me if you want. You don't have to, but you can tell her that. You don't have to do it.
Right.
So,
Hush. Yeah.
Sorry.
what do you think?
Was it nice and warm in there?
It was very nice and toasty inside.
It looks
I was
real
very
blue
happy.
before.
Huh.
When it's really cold here, it looks real blue.
A little bit.
Sorry about the puzzle. I felt good about it because I did have, at one point, I was ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it throw you whenever you was like, hey, find this word?
I didn't, I thought about using the word before, but at that point, like, I was figuring all the arrows were going the same way. So I was trying to match them up, but it's hard because there's a curve on the
It's always a
edge.
circle and it says immunity in the
Like,
middle. Or
Yeah,
not, we
there's
don't
a
want
curve on
something.
the edge of the planks, so like, they didn't all match up right away. Like, my wall.
Sorry.
It's a little nap on that couch.
Yeah.
About 2.5 minutes.
This game's not for people pleasers.
Not for what?
People pleasers.
It's not.
I really want you to stay, but you gotta go.
Not really.
But you could stay if you want. I could go. Challenge
Precision
you
sports?
to express what you feel like you can do
That's
best.
why I like.
Like, we haven't done that.
It's like my favorite thing in
There's
basketball.
kind
We
of
just,
like,
you just nicely ask, like, hey, are you sure you don't
But
wanna?
I've never gotten into it.
Colleen, you know, back to your second tribal council, so way to get started. The challenge was pretty close, Cameron. You were really close to having it. What do you think made that puzzle so hard? Over anyone really, for that matter, I guess.
The thing that was hardest for me was they don't match up perfectly. That's you kind of expect that going in. So when that your time that you think you got a piece that goes together, and then it's like I flip this upside down, I got it's backwards or whatever. That was like the biggest thing. I two upside down pieces. And then I switched.
So again, every time, all three challenges have been incredibly close. So I wouldn't think it's too hard that you're lost two back to back, but you have lost two back to back. So is that weighing on this vote, or do you think we're going to keep plugging forward with what we got going?
I mean, maybe like subconsciously a little bit, but I don't think it's like. Because different people are good at different things, and we don't know what the challenges are going to be. So that part is kind of hard to plan for. It really, like, physically speaking, this was like a common, like topic of discussion for us. Is that really like at the end of the day, like the physical aspect, like best case scenario, you like have the puzzle unpacked before they get there, and then by the time like you actually like there's maybe like typically like a 10-15 second difference, so it's not huge in the terms of the grand scheme of a 4-minute puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, what you're kind of alluding to is the fact that every challenge has come down to the puzzle. It's basically been tied, or within a minute or so of being tied, and the puzzle was the reason why one team won and one team lost. So far, we have our jury, Sunday and Rachel, neither of which were on the puzzles. So are we giving more grace because they're just super hard? Is that what we're like, puzzles are just so hard, we're gonna just like take it easy on the puzzle people, or is that?
Maybe, but I feel like it's like, I feel like it's not playing a huge factor either way.
I think it's a holistic view of how the challenge and the puzzle went.
Yeah.
So is challenge performance important to the votes, you still think?
I think it's more important for me if you're gonna. I need to see how you're playing. I want to see that you're just as into it as if you were doing the puzzle. But we also need to, like we said this already, need to do a better job at standing out. Like if you see something that you feel like you're gonna be better at, like you just kind of click with that, the idea of that challenge, saying it instead of just everybody shrugging their shoulders until someone says, "Okay, I'll do it."
So do you feel like that happened to you in the puzzle? Do you feel like you did it because no one else did, or
I did it because I didn't have a belt on.
So you
didn't have the belt
so
on
you
already.
didn't say I'm going to do this puzzle. You just said, "Oh well."
I was like,
yeah.
I just kind of like, yeah, I guess I can do it.
Okay. Well, I think with that, we're going to get to the vote. We're going to turn on this end this time. First, go ahead and get some. Yes,
I can sword.
Really stressful through.
He has an immunity idol, and I kind of like that. This little hand warmer of Abby's, it's amazing. I'm sorry, but you
Can't
have
say anything anyway.
an immunity idol, and it's got to come out. And I won it, so if you turn it in, then it can go back to play.
My skincare videos.
No, I'm not feeling good about this.
But she hasn't asked me about my
Any one of them can be triggers.
I did a previous video that I like jokingly made
I don't want to do this, but I have to make sure that I'm not the one who's voted off. It's just a casualty of war at this point.
Here I am again, voting for the same person. This time it is because there's an underlying way that he is manipulating the game, telling people who to vote, how to vote, when to vote. And so for that reason, I'm voting for this person.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol or a fire token and would like to play it, now it's time to do so. Alright, I'm going to read the votes. If you have the most votes, you have a torch, let me snuff it. Head to follow Brooke or whoever to your exit interview. Alright? Alright, first vote. A very hesitant and uncertain Stephanie. One vote for Stephanie. Second vote. Wait, no. Second vote. I believe Carson, about 95% sure.
That's not my name. That does not count for me.
One vote Carson, one vote Stephanie. Third vote. Cameron. One vote Cameron, one vote Stephanie, one vote Carson. 2 votes left. Next vote. Parker and Stephanie. 2 Stephanie, 1 Cameron, 1 Carson, 1 vote left. And the last vote is for Cameron. 2 votes Cameron, 2 votes Stephanie, 1 vote Carson. We have a tie. That means, in the rules of Survivor, the way a tie vote will work, you will re-vote. Stephanie and Cameron will not re-vote. They will vote for each other. The other 3 people must vote for Stephanie or Cameron. If you're going to vote for Carson, has to now vote for Stephanie or Cameron. You can keep your same vote, or you can flip your vote to the other person. You have to vote for either Stephanie or Cameron. Okay? Josh,
Sorry, bud. You should have played your idol.
I want that immunity idol gone.
So let's see, go ahead and read the votes. Again, person has the most votes. Figure out one of the torches and have you snuff it. And you'll head out to your exit. Alright? We have 3 votes. First vote, Cameron. 1 vote for Cameron. 2 votes left. Next vote is Cameron, which means it's enough.
Yeah.
Cameron, you are the third person voted off. Who's gonna be your torch?
Maybe you should have given him an extra 30 seconds. Yeah, you really wanted that 30 seconds.
Cameron, time's going. Time for you to go.
So I got voted off. A little disappointing. But if I'm them, I'm thinking I don't want to compete with him later. I did kind of shoot myself in the foot not taking initiative to run on that last challenge, but I don't think there's a lot of structure to how they're voting yet. At this point, it's kind of up in the air. I do think that there's hope for the next challenge whenever we get a chance to get back in, but I'm waiting to see how they're going to play the next vote if they do lose this next challenge, because there has to be a little bit more strategy involved, because there's 2 question marks we've been considering on the team. We don't really know how they're going to play out. So I think it'd be fun to see how it turns out in the end.